Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We'll give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru. Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners of professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's peek at who's on the show for tonight. All right, we got James Clark with us. Chris Ruffolo is back. Kevin Thomas doing great work in the NFL this year. Jovan Burts, number one, buddy. Number one, you better believe it. Jovan Burts with us. Ninos has been on fire. And Brian Bitler as well. So this is how we're going. He's got that trophy to prove it. And this is how they're going to line up here.
Journalism Award.
Journalism Award, that's right. Journalism. This is how they will line up. Bitler, Clark, Thomas, Burts, no Kukar today. I don't know what I was thinking. Ruffolo, Ninos, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, how'd your weekend go?
Yeah, you know, it was all right, Tony. Saturday was okay, but Sunday we absolutely crushed it. Swept the board college hoops and nice. NFL. Had to split. How was yours?
Oh, well, it was not too hot. One game under 500 Saturday and Sunday, but I have to feel relieved here. I avoided the 0-3 in the NFL because the Ravens were able to get in through the back door with a backup quarterback. So
that never hurts.
Never helps, right? I was playing from behind all day. You know, I had the worst dogs on the night. You know, I of course it was not a good day for the dogs, but I was chasing with the football team. Gave me a little, possible chance there at the end, but couldn't get it in. And of course, the Raiders never had a shot. Just never did. It was just a total no-show.
Yeah, I thought for sure that they would give a bit of a run after being a bit embarrassed in the first game. It turns out it was just going to get worse from that point on.
Yeah, sure was. All right, let's get the show started. Let's go ahead and welcome Brian Bitler to show you. Find him over at Pig Dogs Trim. He's also part of the morning crew. Pretty soon it'll be, I don't know, it's going to be the Joe and Brian show. I think that's going to be coming up soon.
Yeah, that should be very exciting stuff. I'm trying to get over yesterday. I had one of my worst Sundays of the year. I don't know, it was the worst. It was right up there, though. But you'll get that when you get 11 out of – how many favorites cashed yesterday in the NFL? It was 11-2 to the favorites.
Yeah, 13 games. Yeah, that was 12. A lot of favorites yesterday. And some of them made sense with that Detroit game because of the COVID there with the issues there with the Lions. But yeah, it was a good day for the favorites last night, no doubt. Of course, we're getting that time of the period in December. We start to see some of the separation here of the powers here. The teams moving to the playoffs and teams looking toward next season. So we'll see if that trend continues. So, Brian, we're going to look at a game tonight from you. We had to scratch your hockey game because we're getting some postponements now on some of the leagues. I know the Bulls are postponed. This Flame game was postponed. But we got a better game here, right? We got the Grizzlies hosting the 76ers with Philly laying 4, total 210.
Yeah, I know this line's up a little bit. I think the Grizzlies must have a little bit more injuries for tonight, but I love the Memphis Grizzlies at home against the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers off that huge win on Saturday over the Golden State Warriors, but the Grizzlies are a very tough team in Memphis and a tough ATS team in general, going 16-11 this season against the spread. This Memphis team on Mondays is 5-0. They've cashed 5 straight Mondays, and the 76ers are just 2-5. Against the spread on Mondays. Also, 76ers 2-5 as a listed favorite. So for me, it's the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points. I think they have a good chance to win it outright. I know they're missing a ton of guys, but the Sixers haven't been the same Sixers dominant. Sixers haven't been the same Sixers team this year. And I just think the Grizzlies, this is the game that they're going to take it home, but take the points for safety.
All right, Brian Bitler here is going to go ahead and take the points here with the Memphis Grizzlies here against the Sixers in this one. All right, Chris, what say you in this one? As Chris said, Memphis dealing with the cluster injuries. There's still a lot of questionables for some key players here as we get here toward the top of the hour. We'll just go ahead and give you that update right now as we're waiting the status here for Bain, Jackson, and Adams, who are still on the questionable list, Chris. You there, Chris? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Chris.
No, Chris.
Chris, no. Get your volume. Get your Chris. Suddenly, Chris is. We know sound. Maybe we'll have to sign in and sign out and sign back in again. All right, just to remind you guys. Remember the big man Adams had to walk out of the last game We're still waiting word on his status, as well as Jalen Jackson and Bain. Those are three other starters there. We know Morant said, all right, Chris, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry about that. All of a sudden, Brian was talking, and all of a sudden he wasn't anymore, but the lips were still moving, so I got a little bit freaked out there. But no, I like the Grizzlies as well. Tony and I, we've talked about it before, that the Grizzlies actually have been better defensively without Ja Morant in the lineup, and it just, I don't know, it seems like it hasn't affected them. The loss of Adams does hurt a little bit, but yeah, I think the Grizzlies have some heart. I like the Grizzlies plus the points as well here.
Yeah, you make a good point here about Adams out. He's that guy in the middle, Brian. Of course, if Embiid, who's going to cover that paint if Adams does sit? Because if anything, he just pretty much stands in the middle and rim protects.
Yeah, they definitely need the big guy Adams in the middle of the night. It worries me, the rotation for the Memphis Grizzlies. But I think that's why you're seeing the line start to tick up. I would wait until game time to bet this game. I think you'll get max value then. I think you could see another point for the Grizzlies here.
That's right, because if we see these players out, it will definitely move the line considerably. These are three starters that are on the questionable list here. Grizzlies here +4 against the 76ers. This one will have a start time 8 p.m. Eastern time over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work this year in college basketball. 805 units of profit. College hoops, that's all documented. So visit Pick Dogs Premium. Check out Brian's profile page. You can see every play. It's fully transparent. Also showing profit in NBA, college football, NFL. Those are your major sports. Brian Bitler is delivering winning performance from you. All right, Brian, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight?
I'll tell you what, yesterday really bruised me, but I'm ready to get right back on there. NBA, I got my NBA shocking cover for $30 at pickdogs.com. It's an NBA pick that will shock you once it covers. Plus my NFL Monday night money shot. Pick up my best spread pick tonight in the NFL for just $30 at pickdogs.com, or team me up with the #1 NFL handicapper, Kevin Thomas, 2-for-1 special. You can't go wrong with those 2-for-1, 7 days, 3 days, 30 days. And Ruffolo had a huge day yesterday. Absolutely killed it. So make sure you check out the 2-for-1 handicapper specials.
Yeah, get on board with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his action up for tonight. He's got a money shot from the NFL, but he puts everything together in a 3-pack. His best bets here from the NBA and Monday Night Football, yours on a 3-pack right now. Affordable pricing, $40. But if you prefer, why not go ahead and get? This is Monday. This is the time to get that 7-day all sports pass from Brian. You get every play from Brian for the next 7 days. This will guarantee you the 2 bowl games for Friday, the bowl action on Saturday because we're kicking off the bowl coverage. NFL, we're into week 15. And remember, we got a Thursday night game. We got a couple of Saturday games now into the mix here, as well as a Sunday action. I think the bye weeks are behind us now. So get on board here with Brian Bitler. Get a full NFL card from Brian Bitler for this week here when you get that 7-day all sports pass. And of course, you can assess following that and go even longer term with Brian Bitler. We always talk about that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Add a second capper, even greater value with Brian Bitler. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. But also, you're also part of the morning crew, and you guys deliver here with that YouTube members VIP.
Yeah, YouTube premium and VIP membership, the best deal in handicapping. Today, for instance, I gave away 2 premium picks on the VIP show. So you get one from me, Rod, Mitch, and Joe. At least one a day, plus one play that we would add late in the day if we could put premium picks up at 4 or 5 p.m. In the evening, plus some prop bets. So make sure you check it out, YouTube Premium and VIP. Use the links below.
Follow links below and get on board. All right, Brian, it's always great having your show. We'll talk again Friday. You bookend the show here on the drive-thru, but we'll tune in during the week here at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I know Mitch is here till Thursday. Then you and Joe will be carrying the torch.
Yeah, hopefully we can have some special guests on there. I definitely missed Ruffolo this weekend. It wasn't the same without him. And, there's lots of people that maybe will stop by, but I'm looking forward to the time with Joe. And, that doesn't mean I can't throw one of Mitch's picks under the bus at 11 o'clock when he gives it out of 10. So.
Oh, yeah, you get
no
the last
holds
word.
barred.
You get the last word there, no doubt about that. All right, Brian, maybe you might do one of those crossovers where you kind of guess the last 5 minutes so you can get a shot in. You think that might happen?
Oh, you never know. I don't put anything past anybody. It could happen.
That could happen. Trying to give you I'm going to give Brian a lead. I'm going to give him a push here. I'm going to let him on my show the last 5 minutes. All right, Brian, have a
Tell
great
me my
night.
play stinks. All right. You have a good one.
That's right. All right, we'll talk to Brian next week, or actually on Friday. All right, Brian. Brian here on the drive to. Of course, he'll be filling in with Joe as Mitch takes a little bit of leave here for a vacation here at the end of the December here. I think it's Thursday, as he said, his last day. And of course, he'll give you more information when you check out his morning show. Tune in Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and the weekends it's 10. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's our buddy here, James Clark. Let's go ahead and go to West Virginia and bring in James Clark. I was watching them face Kent State last night. Let's bring him in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. One of those standalone college football games. You know, if the afternoon action NFL wasn't exciting enough for you, you had Kent State and West Virginia going on. James, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How y'all today, guys?
Doing well, doing well. All right, here we go. 7:30 Eastern Time, one of the marquee games of the night. Celtics to host the Bucks here, with the Bucks now favored 1 on the road, total 222.5.
Guys, you know, you look at this game, you look at these two teams, they're going in two different directions as you look. You know, you look at the Bucks, they won 4 of their last 5 games, 8 of their last 10. You look at the Celtics, you know, they've lost 6 of their last 10 games. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. You know, they've been struggling. I know the Celtics beat them, the Bucks, the last time in overtime, the last meeting, and I know they're at Boston Garden. But I love the Bucks here on the money line, guys. Minus 105, 108, 110. I've seen 3 different places like that. I look for the Bucks, you know, step up and get revenge tonight. I know they're playing, like I said, in Boston, but you know, I really like the Bucks tonight, and I look for, you know, Boston to fold like they always do, and the Bucks step up and get a big win here in Boston.
All right, so we got James here on the Bucks here, money line minus 108 against Boston. All right, Chris, you know, I'm with him on this one. Here's the thing. With the Celtics, it's been defense here over the past 8 games, 20th in defensive efficiency, allowing 114 points for 100 possessions. But one thing to note, the Celtics returned home after losing 4 of 5 on the road. It was a trip out west, and of course, it's a 3-game losing streak. But you know, they have played 7 of their past 8 games on the road. Before hitting the road, they had a one game homestand, and then they played 2 on the road. So you know how I feel about these 1-game homestands. They feel like road games. So Boston's had to travel 9 straight for 9 straight games.
Yeah, it's not a favorable spot, to say the least, for the Celtics. And I'm going to tell you, what's the word I always use? Health. You know, Jaylen Brown's been injured last 3 games. The Celtics have lost those 3 games by a combined 39 points. I had to kind of rub my eyes and make sure that I was seeing things right when I saw this line, but I'll take the Bucks any day of the week, especially this line with the way the Celtics are playing.
Yeah, for the Celtics playing the scheduling spot here, definitely I like. I know, but one thing to note: the Bucks aren't a back-to-back. Sometimes we forget when these teams play a day game, they're in a back-to-back, but they do have that extra time playing the day game there, James.
Yeah, they do. You know, like you said, the Bucks are on a back-to-back, but like you said, you're going up against the Boston team that's been struggling from top to bottom. Here they are home, probably going, finally, we're at home, you know, relax a little bit while they're relaxing. You know, you're going to have Giannis dunking on them, rebound them. I mean, I really like the Bucks tonight. I think we're getting a steal here with this minus 108.
All right, let me hear Bucks money line minus 108 against the Boston Celtics. This one will have a start time of 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, NBA TV. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, though, where you're doing fantastic work in college football. What a great time to be at that tough, doing great work in college football, because college football bowl games start on Friday with 2 games, and of course we got a big Saturday slate of college football as well. But for tonight's action, we've got 9 from the NBA, got that big NFL game, some college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Guys, I got a 5-pack going on. I got 1 NFL, 3 NBA, and 1 college basketball that I really love, guys. You can get the 5-pack, but I also got my NFL play of the month. I really love this play tonight, guys. If y'all want to get it, it's on the side of the game tonight. Or another thing, bowl season's coming up, guys. I got my bowl pack up. I put it up yesterday. You know, go check it out. I'm ranked number 2 right now in college football. Been doing good all season. Just go check it out. You see, winning over 1,000 units this season. So go check that out. or like I say every time I'm on the show, guys, and I always keep saying it, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. So team me up with any of them guys, and we'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,046 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. So if you visit James's profile page over at Pick Dogs Premium, you can look up every play. If you scroll to the bottom where it says Pick History, every play is up there. Of course, they show 10 at a time. Then you can just hit the columns here, take you to the next column all the way to when you first started posting plays here at Pick Dogs. Overall records are documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. James also showing profit this year in the NBA. Remember, James finished number 2 at Pick Dogs last year in the NBA. That was his first year of being documented here at Pick Dogs as he entered here in January of this season after winning the handicap, finishing first in the handicapping contest. Tonight over at Pick Dogs, a 5-pack from Monday, 5-pack money stack here from James. 1 NFL, a college hoops, and 3 from the NBA. $40. That's affordable pricing over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board with James. He's also part of that 2-for-1 cap promotion. We're talking about that 7-day all sports pass right now. You get all of James's plays for 7 days, get you caught up, get you started here with the Bulls for Friday and Saturday as well. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show. Guys, for y'all lay down tonight to go to bed, we whisper a little prayer for our neighboring states, Kentucky. Man, had a horrible tornado to come through. You know, families lost their loved ones, lost houses. I mean, people stay in the hotels. Just whatever you do, give them a blessing or a whisper of prayer for them, guys. And good luck to everybody, and let's cash some tickets tonight.
It's right there. They're with you as well, James. Yeah, have a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. All right, James Clark here on The Drive-Thru. Let's continue our coverage here. Join with Chris. Hey, just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show, and that morning show gets started here on Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You got Mitch, Joe, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bitler, Joe Madden, as we mentioned. Of course, that YouTube members VIP. What a great value if you follow the link below and get signed up. Of course, we're here with The Drive-Thru Monday through Friday, and it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we always ask for your help. Those thumbs, those likes, really helps us out, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony, they do, because without the love and support and the likes from the Pick Dogs family, there is no Pick Dogs. I always say we only be talking to ourselves, which I mean I tend to do sometimes anyways, but that's not the point. I think that without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are today. So keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in, because we really appreciate our love and support.
Certainly do. All right, let's continue on here on The Drive-Thru. So any like goal today, Chris?
I tried, Tony, but it was hard today. It's slim pickings, so no parlay today. But tomorrow we will have.
All right, yeah. If you look at the college basketball card, it is pretty stinky. But there are some gems in there. I found a couple. I got one for you at the end of the show. So let's continue on here on The Drive-Thru. We're gonna welcome #1 capper document over Pick Dogs Premium in NFL this year. It's Kevin Thomas. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, good to be here. Good to be here. And Tony, you're right behind me, so don't act so modest. You're right there. I gotta stay ahead of you with tonight's game. So.
All right, we'll see how we do tonight here. 8:15 Eastern Time. Marquee game of the night. Cardinals here to host the Rams. The Cardinals here laying 3. Total sits 51.
Yeah, 3 now that we're finding out more and more guys are out with COVID, and the big name we're hearing now is Ramsey. And I don't understand why the total dropped. I mean, that's the #1 corner right there. He's the shutdown corner. He's giving Hopkins he's given him problems and fits all through the years, holding him basically around 60 yards a game and 1 touchdown at best. That's just going to open things up for this Cardinals offense. And this is a must-win. This is an NFC West battle. I mean, these guys, the Rams went all in this year. They brought in Stafford. They picked up Von Miller. Now they picked up OBJ, and they're all in. So they want to win this game. They still want the #1 seed in the NFC West. So they need to win tonight, and then they're going to need some help. And it's going to be a tight one. You got the 49ers playing good, so I expect all out. I expect what we saw with the Bills and the Bucks. I mean, it was all on. Look at Josh Allen. I mean, he went off. And in that last meeting between these two, it was 37-20. That looks a little lopsided there, but you got to remember, there was 4 turnovers in that game. Stafford had a couple INTs, and Sonny Michel fumbled and gave them great field position. So I expect they're going to be airing this ball out a lot. So that 50.5 or 51, I think that's a steal with the over tonight. So I would lock that in, especially with all these injuries or all these guys out with COVID on defense. And I know there's some on offense too that are out, like Higbee, but he's not a factor to me. I think, the quick passes to OBJ, I think that's going to make up for Higbee being out, and then the check down passes. So I expect a lot of points here tonight.
And for points here, Rams, Arizona over 51. All right, Chris, look at this Rams game. I throw out that Jacksonville game. Look at their past 3 games for LA. They've given up an average of 32 points a game.
Yeah, just not what you expected. But what has LA's MO been this year? The best defense is a good offense, and sometimes it hasn't always worked out like that. But I think it does tonight. I think at the very worst with 51, we get a push. I think I could see this as 27-24, but I could see it only going up from there. So I'm with Kevin. I think this is a steal at 51.
Yeah, I can see the Rams in chase mode, in this one, especially with that Ramsey injury. That's a big injury there. And, of course, that would definitely lead to an over in this one. No doubt about that. Rams, Cardinals over 51. This one will have a start time of 8:15 Eastern time. You can watch this one over on ESPN. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium, where Kevin is number 1 in the NFL document. 1,425 units of profit for Kevin Thomas over at Pick Dodge Premium, fully documented. Also showing profit in the NBA this season. So 9 games on the board tonight from the NBA. Kevin, of course, we get that Monday Night Football game as well. Some college hoops. What do you have going on over at the site?
I got my NFC West knockout. You get my premium side for tonight's NFL game. You can parlay it with that total I just gave you. Or you can get my 3-pack, the Monday Money 3-pack. That's 2 NBA and 1 NFL. I'm going to be honest, I looked at that college basketball card several times, and I thought there was better deals in the NBA for tonight's action. So you can get that 3-pack, 2 NBA with NFL, or you can just get the NFL, or you can get each of the NBA individually. Whatever you want to do, it's all out there for you. Or partner me up with one of these great guys on this show, or any one of the Pick Dog guys, because you look them down that leaderboard. Like Tony's right behind me in NFL, and these guys are on all the leaderboards. Everyone's showing plus units. As Clark always says, it's the best group of guys he's worked with, and I can't agree more. And one more thing, my freebie for tonight, I'm going to give you what I'm on. I put some money down on Kyle Murray, 27.5 yards. He goes over that rushing tonight. So make sure you take that. That's a three picks right there. If you buy that NFL, you can parlay that all up. So hop on the night, and good luck as always.
Yeah, I can see that happen. Of course, without that corner, Rams go into a deep zone, and that opens up running lanes. So Kevin Thomas here over at Pick Dogs from you. See the numbers here, 1,425 units of profit. NFL document also showing profit in the NBA this season. So over at Pick Dogs Premium, Kevin has his Moneymaker 3-pack. NFL is his best 3 plays tonight on the card. Only $35. That's very affordable pricing. Of course, what you can do here, take those winnings, go long term with Kevin. That 7-day all sports pass is the way to go. Get every play from Kevin for this week. Include all of NFL week number 15. Remember, we got games on Thursday. We got those 2 on Saturday this week, as well as the Sunday action. Bowl coverage coming here on Friday. Lots on Saturday as well. That 7-day all sports pass is the way to go. And of course, after the week, you can reassess and even go longer term with Kevin. 1,425 units of profit. Kevin Thomas, that 7-day all sports pass. A great value right now with all these sports overlapping. Bowl coverage, NFL Saturdays and Sundays now. So get on board with Kevin Thomas, Pick Dogs Premium. Kevin, it's always great having your show. Continue the success. We'll talk with you here next week. But I do know you contribute to the weekend show.
I do, and I think I might be in that same boat with Brian, which usually doesn't agree with me on anything. So it's kind of hard, I don't text him after I win all the time, but I might start doing that though. I don't know yet.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Kev, have a great night. We'll talk next week.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
All right, Kevin Thomas here on the Drive to. Let's continue our coverage here, joined by Chris Ruffolo. We're going to go ahead and continue the coverage and bring in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Done fine work for us over there at the site. So let me go ahead and bring him in right now. As we've got college. We got college hoops. We got 2 college hoops for you guys today. We're able to find a couple winners for you tonight. Let's bring in Jovan right now. Jovan, how you doing?
Doing all right. How about yourselves?
Going great. All right, here we go. It's 8 Eastern time. Oklahoma State here hosting Cleveland State here, with the Cowboys are laying 12.5, total 134.
Yeah, and I'm on Cleveland State. I'm on the Vikings. you know, Oklahoma State, there's something missing there. They got a lot of talent on that team, but they lost 2 straight, and it's still laying double digits to a team like Cleveland State, who's absolutely on the tear, winning 6 straight after losing their first 2, and they're 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 as road underdogs. That right there just tells me what I need to know. They're gonna cover this 12.5 point spread. It was 13 earlier, but or it might have opened up like that. But nevertheless, this is a team that doesn't get out of their own way. They don't shoot the 3-point ball that much, but they distribute the ball very well. In fact, they're 9th in the nation in assists per field goals made. So I look for this team to do what they do, spread the ball around. Not one person dominates the ball, and get this cover.
All right, Jovan here. We're going to take the cover here with Cleveland State plus 12.5 here against Oklahoma State. Chris, I'm in agreement here with Jovan in this one. Oklahoma State, I don't like these type of teams. 303rd in the nation in turnovers, a sloppy team. They're terrible from 3-point distance. They're 301st, 301 in the nation in free throws. When you look at the Vikings side, all 5 starters back. Number 2 in experience this year in college hoops, with 14 of their players back from last year.
Yeah, and I think that continuity has been key to their success, and maybe one of the hotter mid-major teams in the country, winning 6 straight. And you look at their 2 losses this year to Belmont, and I think it might have been Ohio, the other one. I think neither of those losses came by more than 10 points. I know Oklahoma State's got name brand with a Power 6 conference, but I like the value of Cleveland State here as well. I think this is just a game where, Oklahoma State just doesn't put together the consistent offense to really break away from Cleveland State to cover this number.
Agreement here. Cleveland State plus 12.5 against Oklahoma State. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern time over on the ESPN Plus network. So, all right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're doing fantastic work in college football this year. 1,395 units of profit. We're set to go with the college football bowl season on Friday. Tonight, though, we got it 9 on the board from NBA, that NFL game, a few from college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get this money with my money bag Monday 3-pack. 3 NBA games that I like. Once it cashes, I'm going to love it. Collect that money at the window. But, you can also check me on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, my yearly. Or you can match me with one of the other cappers or the 2-for-1 capper promotional. Also have a college basketball play. But that's for my longer-term subscribers. So the only way you're going to get that is if you get one of those long-term packages. Other than that, let's get it. Let's win. It's all there. Sports Chat, Place, and Pick Dogs.
It certainly is here, guys. Get on board here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,395 units in profit college football, also showing profit here in college hoops. Of course, that is all documented. So if you go over to Pick Dogs Premium, you can check every play. We scroll down, you'll see the pick history for Jovan Burts ever since he's been on the site. Start of the year here, following the handicapping contest, and started here in January. So get on board with Jovan. He's got his NBA 3-pack right now. Affordable price here, $39.99 for you. Or if you prefer, you can go with that 1-week pass, get all of Jovan's plays for the 7 days. Give him a try for the first 2 days of bowl season, because we've got a lot of bowl games here on Friday. We know we've got 2 to kick it off on Friday. We've got a big Saturday slate as well. Of course, with that 7-day pass, you'll also get his NFL. Remember, we got those 2 NFL games on Saturday now. We're behind the bye weeks now, so all teams in action. Thursday, 1 on Thursday, 2 on Saturday. Of course, that big Sunday card. Get on over with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium with that 1-week pass right now. Every play for the week also includes college hoops and NBA. That 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can add a second capper, even greater value there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having a show. Continue the success, and we'll talk with you on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a good night. Win. See you on Friday.
We'll see you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive through. All right, let's continue our coverage here with Chris as we'll continue on. And by the way, it's time for Chris front and center with his pick tonight. We'll go ahead and get his game information, coming off a pretty nice day yesterday. So let's go ahead, and good work in college hoops over the weekend. Let's go ahead and bring up that game from Chris, as he's going to be looking here at an NBA game tonight. Nuggets to host the Wizards at 9 Eastern time. The Nuggets here are going to lay 3.5, total 216.
And, after a hot start to the season for the Wizards, I mean, the Wizards are starting to look like the team that I think many expected them to look like coming into this season. Their last 14 games are just 3-10-1 against the spread, and coming off of a 25-point loss to the Jazz on the weekend, one of their worst defeats of the season. And, we talked a lot, the reason behind Washington's success was the defense. It's over that 14-game stretch. The Wizards allowing 114.9 points per 100 possessions, fifth worst in the NBA over that span. And, the Nuggets defense has actually been worse, but the offense has carried the load. And, I know that we have Aaron Gordon questionable for tonight. But for me, the Washington Wizards front court is so thin, I don't know who's going to guard Nikola Jokic. And this guy's capable of taking over a game by himself. I think the Nuggets win this one, and potentially it could come late, but at the free throw line. But I do think the Nuggets win and cover this number.
All right, so we got Chris here with the play here on the Nuggets laying 3.5 here against the Wizards here, and I'm with you there. It's the defense that's gone south here for Washington. You looked at a longer period of time. I look here at a 5-game period. They're even worse. They're 26 in defensive efficiency, 119 points allowed per 100 possessions. So long term and short term, Washington not defending. And of course, Denver, for whatever what you think of them, they do come home off a 7-game trip, 4-3, and that's pretty good in the NBA when you can win 4 out of 7 on the road. And of course, on that trip, look at the offensive efficiency on the trip here, 116 points per 100 possessions. So agreement here on the Nuggets laying 3.5 against the Wizards. This one will have a start time of 9 Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where Chris come up really good work here past 7 days, 500 units of profit. Of course, Chris, we got a lot from the NBA, 9 games NBA, the NFL game tonight. We got some mid-majors here from College Hoops. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, Tony, like you said, we crushed it yesterday, 8-1, but you know what? That just means we have to try to carry it over. Yesterday's gone, today's here. We're going to try to start this week strong. I got my Monster Monday combo pack, 5 NBA best bets that I'm absolutely in love with, as well as 2 college hoops plays. I know it's a stinky card tonight, but still found 2 plays on there that I'm also really enamored with. Or you can just get the 5 pack of the NBA plays tonight, 7 packs, $50 bucks, 5 packs, $39.95. Or I got my NFL cash cow for the game tonight, $29.95. Or if you want it all, rather than buying each play individually, it's cheaper to go long term. You can get a 3-day pass for $89, 7-day, 30-day, all the way up to a year. Makes the plays cheaper. Whether it's me or someone else is part of the 2-for-1 capper deal, we're all here to make you money and save you money. So it's definitely in your best interest to check it out, as well as the season passes. Got tons of options over at Pick Dogs Premium. Go over and check them out.
That's right. Check them out here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. Heating up here, 500 units of profit past 7 days, coming off a monster day yesterday. Now, Chris, a 7-pack right now, combining NBA and college hoops for you on the 5+2 pack here. 7-pack, affordable pricing, $50 there. Get on board with that. You can also go long-term with Chris with that 7-day all sports pass. He also has a Monday night game sold separately, but it's also part of his 7-pack. So there are a lot of choices there over at Pick Dogs Premium. But that 7-day sampler pass will get you all of Chris's plays here from the NFL for this week. Also, the college football bowls begin Friday, and you get the Friday-Saturday action here with that 1-week pass, as well as NBA and college hoops. So get on board with Chris Ruffolo. You can go with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, add a second capper. You can rod with El Ninos, rod with Big Al, rod with Kevin Thomas, with Bitler, or with his puck dog, your buddy Rod Zawacki. 2-for-1 cap promotion there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue our coverage here with Chris. Guys, if you missed any of the picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. El Ninos will help us out with that. Speaking of El Ninos, he's up next. If you check out the leaderboards, he's on fire. Let's bring him in right now. El, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, El, here we go. 7 Eastern time, Raptors, a team near and dear to Chris Ruffolo. The Raptors at home laying the Kings. The Raptors laying 4.5, total 222.
Yeah, we're doing it again. It's time for the earmuffs, Chris. Put them on. I don't think you're going to like what we have to say today. Haven't had much nice to say about Toronto all season long. But they have been a little better lately, winning 3 of their last 4. They beat the Knicks, Wizards, and Bucks. But Giannis didn't play that game. Washington's been struggling. New York hasn't been playing its best basketball. And that loss during that stretch did come to the Thunder, who's been one of the worst teams in the league. So, yeah, that's a little concerning there. Sacramento, they haven't been too great themselves, just 11-16 on the season. But they are 6-8 on the road, and the Raptors are just 5-9 at home. Toronto's also just 4-6 against the spread as home favorites, while the Kings are 5-5 ATS as road dogs. I wouldn't be surprised if Sacramento won this game outright. I mean, wouldn't be shocked if Toronto won either, but I'm definitely not in a rush to lay more than one possession with the Raptors just yet, at least. But so, yeah, I'm taking the points here with the Kings, and as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they won this game outright.
All right, Ninos here, Kings plus 4.5 here against the Raptors. We do have confirmed lineups now, and it will be the Holmes out for the Kings. A contributor here, Richaun Holmes is a contributor. He's out for Sacramento. Of course, it's a laundry list still, Chris, for Toronto. And Nobi Burch is out. He's a contributor. Dragic out. So still Toronto still playing shorthanded.
It's the usual suspects, but I will add this. Could have been a 4-game winning streak had Julian and Penn got that tip in just a half second earlier. But I'm not a fan of the way the Raptors are playing overall. I haven't bet on the Raptors once this year. Tonight, that's not going to change. I have a hard time with the Kings, so I lean towards Sacramento in this one, but probably a game I'd rather watch than just bet.
Yeah, and the one thing that's getting Toronto over here has been their defense. And one thing about Sacramento is that Sacramento defense is terrible, as we know here. You look here over, in their past 5 games, where they're allowing here like 47% shooting, 38% from beyond the arc. But the thing what I noticed here for Sacramento, you got to be careful with them on the road because they don't shoot the ball well on the road, El Ninos.
No, they don't. But I said Toronto hasn't been the best home team either. I mean, for whatever reason, I think they'd be excited playing at home after the season they had last year. But maybe they got used to the road life. Some people are into that stuff. Anyway, yeah. As I said, Kings definitely not been the best team either. They had their fair share of struggles too. They just got beat up by the Cavs, and that was a close loss to the Hornets before that. They had some pretty good wins against the Clippers before that. Again, you're worried about them on the road, but wouldn't be backing Toronto at home either here. So
it's a two bad spots here. Either way, I wouldn't want to be on either. I wouldn't be happy with the bet on either side myself, be honest with you. But one thing to note here with Sacramento, 26 in road defensive efficiency, 113 points for 100 possessions they allow, and we know they don't shoot as well on the road, so careful there. But again, it's a big line here for Toronto to win at home by 4.5. So there you go. El Ninos here on the Kings.
Yeah, I had missed, but you mentioned was that those injuries for the Raptors is Sacramento's definitely the healthier team coming into that matchup as well.
Yeah, they are the healthier team, but no one talks about this guy, Richaun Holmes. This is something
I like him. I think he's a good center. Yeah. I mean, he's a serviceable center, but
that's 14 points and 9.3 rebounds a game. That he's not a household name,
No, he's not even
a
they're superstar centers, but unless you're a superstar at that spot, I think it's one of the easiest spots to replace. You get a big guy that can grab some rebounds and stick his hands up to contest some shots, and there you go. You got yourself.
Well, that's true. With Sacramento, he's probably the only one trying to get a rebound. So that could also happen to you, right? That could be. You don't have to. Sometimes you're competing against your teammate for rebounds. Right, you lose more rebounds competing against your teammate than you do sometimes against the opposing team. So I can see your point there. All right, Kings plus 4.5 against the Raptors. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. Of course, it's on NBA League Pass channel. This is on nowhere near live TV. All right, Big El Ninos. Let's see what you got. Big Dogs Premier, 1,900 units of profit the past 30 days. That is all documented there over at Big Dogs Premier. He's balling. He's doing great work there. Also showing profit in NBA and NHL as well. All right, we got 9 on from the associate tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I think we looked at the Kings on Friday, and I said I could coach them to victory there. I definitely would not put myself as a center for them, that's for sure. But anyways, to get any rebounds for them, can't help them there, sorry. But I got, again, the NHL was postponed, so no NHL tonight. But I do have 3 plays that I do like quite a bit better than this one in the NBA. And my best play in the NFL tonight, as well as college basketball. Found one play I really like tonight, so that's what I got for you. A little 5-pack there is we'll go for a better deal with your long-term passes. Or best deals are the 2-for-1 capper deals when you pair me up with your other favorite capper.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here: 1,908 units of profit here the past 3 days. That's all documented. El Ninos showing good profit this year in the NBA as well as the NHL. And El Ninos showing profit here the past 7 days. He has his plays up on the board for you right now. He's got a 5-pack. He's putting together an NFL, NBA, and college hoops 5-pack. 5-1 NFL run right now, 5-1 in the NBA, 9-2 in college hoops. He's on fire right now as El Ninos. Get on board with that 5-pack from El Ninos. Of course, you can also take those winnings, go long-term with Al. He has that 7-day All Sports Fest. We talk about this on a Monday because that will get you guaranteed all his Week 15 NFL picks. Of course, we talked about the NFL now playing on Saturdays. We've got 2 Saturday games. We've got those Thursday games, a full board here on Sunday. I think we are behind the bye weeks now, so teams in action right now. So get on board with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium with that 7-day pass. Of course, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, it's always great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you a little later here on the recap.
I'll see you in a bit.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive, so let's continue our coverage here. Joined by Chris. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a recap here at the end of the show after my play. Now it's time for my pick, so let me go ahead and put up the information for you right now. We're going here to maybe lower mid-major here. But it's just we got Portland here to host Cal Poly 10 Eastern time on the ESPN networks here, ESPN Plus. Cal Poly is a dog here at 4.5. Total sits here at 131. I'm going to take the dog here with Cal Poly SLO, and that here at plus 4.5. And looking at this game, I will tell you here with this Cal Poly team facing Portland is that the Mustangs have been competitive in their past 3 road games, winning at Portland State, and they did cover with losses at San Diego and Cal Baptist. You take a look over at their past 5 games. The Mustangs are defending, holding teams to 38% shooting, 35% from beyond the arc. It's a really strong defensive team inside that's pretty good on the offensive glass. Portland's just a sloppy team. They commit a high number of turnovers. Pilots are a weak 3-point shooting team that struggles on the offensive glass. This is an inexperienced team returning no starters. Remember, they were 0-11 in conference last year. I'm going to take Cal Poly here, Chris, at plus the 5. Plus the 4.5 points came down from the 5 opener.
Yeah, and I still would even take it if it came down a little bit lower because I think this is a 3-point game, whichever way you slice it. I think it's first to 60, so the under is a good look, I think, here as well, because this is going to be the game that's sponsored by your local hardware store with how many bricks are going to be thrown up tonight. But, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first saw Cal Poly SLO, I didn't know it stood for San Luis Obispo. I thought it was for slow because that's how slow this team plays. So I don't know. I have had trouble figuring out this Cal Poly team, but one thing I can figure out is it's a low-scoring game tonight, but I like the points too, Tony.
Yes, I like the points in this one, but I wouldn't like them if they were playing the Trailblazers. They are playing the Portland Pilots, by the way. So let me go ahead and fix that just to get myself corrected here. So it is the Portland Pilots here, Cal Poly plus 4.5, and that one will have a start time of 10 Eastern time on ESPN Plus. All right, guys, I have a 3-pack right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. I'm taking my best bets tonight from the NFL, NBA, and college basketball. I put them together in a 3-pack for you here on a Monday, so get on board with that. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 cap promotion, so you can match me up with Chris, El Ninos, Big Al McMorty, Ron Zawacki, Brian Bitler, Kevin Thomas, who's number 1 in the NFL this season, Jovan Burts, who's doing fantastic work, as well as James Clark. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium, so check it out. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for the recap. We got El Ninos to join us here. We got started with Brian Bitler. He says take Grizzlies plus 4 against 76ers. James Clark says Bucks money line minus 108 against the Celtics. Kevin Thomas, Rams, Cardinals over 51. Jovan was on Cleveland State plus the 12.5 against Oklahoma State. Chris was on Nuggets minus 3.5 against Wizards. El Ninos, Kings plus 4.5 against Raptors. Yours truly, Cal Poly plus 4.5 against Portland. We'll start here with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to go with Jovan. I like Cleveland State plus the points against Oklahoma State. I think that's just a closer game than a lot of people would think.
All right, let's go over to El Ninos. Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'll take the over in the NFL tonight. I'll agree with Kevin. I think that's my favorite play on the board.
Yeah, those are the two that I'm looking at, either the Rams, Cardinals over, or the Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland State here plus 12.5. I'll take the experienced team against a team that's sloppy and can't make their free throws. I'll take Cleveland State here plus 12.5 against Oklahoma State. All right, let's see if we can confirm any of these injuries here. Well, we have a little bit of time here before the top of the hour. We did get confirmations on Miami and Cleveland. And we're still waiting word. Okay, so we got a little later start, so we only have confirmation on the earlier games. And it looks like Holiday is out for Indiana. McConnell is out for the Indiana Pacers. And we talked about the Toronto-Sacramento game. And for Miami, Adebayo, Butler, Martin, Morrison. Oh, of course, Oladipo hasn't played, but they're out. So they're out. Those are your confirmed lineups here for the NBA for the 7 p.m. starts. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive Thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow again, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, it all gets started with the morning show, 11 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow with Mitch and all the crew. Of course, the YouTube members VIP from the morning crew. What great value. Follow the link below and get signed up for the YouTube members VIP. Great value there. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow at 6 Eastern Time. Let's bring in the crew from 9. Wait, goodbye, everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk